Hello and welcome to Logos College Online Learning. This is Ajarn Toto. Okay, today, this is going to be the last online learning video. Hopefully the last learning online video this summer. You guys are probably pretty excited to come back to campus next month, okay? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to give you a couple more lessons or one more lesson. This video is gonna cover, or these next two videos, they're gonna cover 2 units, okay? And then I'm gonna go over the homework also that I gave in the previous weeks. And then I'm gonna go over the new homework I'm gonna give you, which is due by the time you get back to learning in the classroom. All right, let's get started. Unit 61. We're on Unit 61 in your Grammar in Use Intermediate book. And Unit 61 is about expressions. All right. Expressions with gerunds, with verbs and ing. Expressions with gerunds. And there's a lot of expressions in English, usually phrases. Expressions means something that you say. It's a combination of words that when you put it together, it means something else, right? It could mean different things depending on what follows it in the sentence or depending on what comes before it in the sentence. Let's look at part A. There are some expressions here. It says when these expressions are followed by a verb, the verb ends in ing. First one, let's look at there's no point in. Right. So there's no point in having a car if you never use it. Right. There was no point in waiting any longer, so we left. Right. So the first sentence is in present tense. There is no point in, and the second one is in past tense. Okay. So this rule of structure, right? It doesn't matter what verb tense or what verb form it is. Make sure that, or what sentence tense it's in, make sure that you use the gerund after this expression. There is no point in. So when you say there's no point in having a car if you never use it, it's kind of like saying you don't like to drive. Why did you buy the car? Why did you do it? Sometimes, have you heard someone say, what's the point? Right. Look at down here. What's the point of having a car if you never use it? That's the same way of saying this one. There's no point in having a car if you never use it. Right. For this one, you're kind of just asking a question that you want to know why. Why did you do it if you don't need it? There was no point in waiting any longer, so we left. So this expression, there's no point in. What's the point of? You have to use a gerund when it follows this expression. When the verb follows these expressions, these two, there's no point in, what's the point of? You have to use a gerund. Look at the next one. There's no use. It's no use. So after use, you use a gerund. Right? There's nothing you can do about the situation, so there's no use worrying about it. Or you can say, it's no use worrying about it. All right, so when you say this expression and with the gerund, there's no use, it's kind of saying it's like a waste of time, waste of money, right? Waste of your effort, right? Don't waste your time, right? There's nothing we can do about the situation, right? Nothing can help us. So don't waste your time worrying about it. Right? There's no use worrying about it. It's not worth. So this expression, these three expressions are very similar. All right, there's no point in. What's the point of? There's no use. It's no use. It's not worth. These three expressions, they have a very similar meaning. And most of it is answers why would you do that? It's a waste of money, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of effort. Look at this example. It's not worth. I only live a short walk from here, so it's not worth taking a taxi. Okay? So why waste your money taking a taxi when you can walk home? Our flight was very early in the morning, so it wasn't worth going to bed. So this is in past tense. So the flight is so early, why waste your time sleeping when you have to wake up in, 2 hours or 3 hours? You'll just feel more tired. You can say a movie is worth seeing, a book is worth reading. Right? So in this sense, when you say worth, it's like it's saying it's it's reasonable. All right? The movie is worth seeing, so it's worth your time. It's not a waste of your time here. The book is worth reading. Right? It's worth using your time to read the book. What was the movie like? Was it worth seeing? So you're asking, was the movie good? Did you enjoy it? Should I go see it? That's what you're asking right there. Thieves broke into the house, but it didn't take anything. There was nothing worth stealing. So people broke into their house, robbed their house, but their house didn't have anything expensive. All right, they had a bunch of old things, so there was nothing worth stealing. All right, let's look at part B. So these three expressions, have trouble, have difficulty, have a problem, they are all similar. They mean pretty much the same thing. We say have trouble doing something. Notice we use a gerund. We don't use the infinitive. We use a gerund. We do not use the infinitive with trouble. I had no trouble finding a place to live. We don't say not trouble to find. Right? But we don't say trouble to find. We say trouble finding. Right? I had no trouble finding a place to live. Did you have any trouble getting a visa? Not to get a visa. People often have a lot of trouble reading my writing. Right? Notice we don't say to read my writing. You can also say have difficulty, have a problem doing something. All right, so I had difficulty finding a place to live, or I had a problem finding a place to live. All right, so yes, you do use a gerund, and it says doing something. Have you noticed this? You use a gerund here, and you could say this means the exact same thing. I had difficulty finding a place to live, or you can say I had a problem finding a place to live. Or you can say, I had trouble finding a place to live. So these three expressions are followed by the gerund, and they mean the same thing. Part C. We use the gerund after spend and waste, and also after to be busy. He spent hours trying to repair their clock. I waste a lot of time daydreaming. Okay? He spent a lot of time studying for the exam. He spent hours doing his homework. So with these three verbs, spend, waste, to be busy, we use it with a gerund. Right? Notice spend and waste only when you're talking about time. When you're talking about a period of time, right? He spent hours. I waste a lot of time. You could say, I waste hours daydreaming. He spent weeks trying to repair a clock. Right? So in this sense here, make sure you use a phrase of time, a period of time, with spend and waste, and then use the gerund. Be busy. Form of be. She was too busy doing other things. Okay. If it's I was too busy doing other things. If it's present tense, I am too busy doing other things. You are too busy studying for your exams. All right, one more, part D. So these phrases, go swimming, go fishing, the go with the gerund is used for a lot of activities, including sports. Right? For example, you can say go swimming, go sailing, go fishing, go hiking, go skiing, go jogging, right? Go shopping, go sightseeing. But some sports you can't say ing with, like like badminton. You say go play badminton. You don't say go badmintoning. No, that doesn't exist. Okay. Baseball. Right? You say go play baseball. You don't say go baseballing. Right? So be careful. There's really no rule on what sports. You just have to kind of just remember it from your reading and from your learning that there are some activities in sports that you can say go and then the gerund, go swimming, go sailing, right? Go fishing. But there's other ones that you can't use, right? Like badminton, go play badminton, go play football, go play soccer, go play baseball, go play table tennis. Right? You just have to know them and remember them. And also remember, this same rule applies to all verb tenses. Doesn't matter if it's in the past or present perfect or in the present. When was the last time you went shopping? So went is the past tense of go. So it doesn't matter what tense it's in. I've never gone sailing. All right, so that's present perfect, but you still use the same rule. All right, let's look at this. Number or exercise 61.1. Sorry about the print. It's the book, the PDF file I have is not too good. All right, it says, make sentences beginning, there's no point. All right, let's do this one together. Why have a car if you never use it? All right, there's no point in having a car if you never use it. All right, it's a waste of your money. Why did you buy it if you never use it? Let's get number 2. Why work if you don't need money? Wow, must be nice to not need money. All right. So they want you to rewrite this phrase into, rewrite this question into a statement. And it'd be something like, there's no point, remember, in working if you don't need the money. There you go. There's no point in working if you don't need the money. Why work? Why waste your time? Why waste your effort? You don't need the money. Number 3, don't try to study if you feel tired. So if you're tired and you're trying to study, you probably won't remember anything. So there's no point. You could say, there's no point in trying to study if you feel tired. Okay, so that sentence has the same meaning as the first one. Don't try to study if you feel tired. There's no point in studying. There's no point in trying to study if you feel tired. Last one. Why hurry if you've got plenty of time? So why are you in a rush? All right, slow down. You have plenty of time. There's no point in hurrying if you've got plenty of time. There you go. The statement means the same thing as this question. All right. Why hurry if you've got plenty of time? There's no point in hurrying if you've got plenty of time. All right. Homework. I'm going to send this slide home with you. This is 61.3 in your book. And I underlined the verb that you need to use in your answer, okay? This red underlined verbs are the ones you need to use in your answer. I'm going to send that home with you for homework. And then 61.4 and 61.5, right? So you have homework is 61.3, 61.4, and 61.5. In 61.4, these are the verbs you need to use in this box up here in red. All right, please use each one time. Use only one word each time. One word, one time. And 61.5, please use these expressions, all right? Be careful here. It says complete these sentences with the following with the verb in the correct form. All right. So if it's he, we don't say he go, it's so he often goes, right? It's he goes, she goes, I go, you go. And so be careful. Make sure the verb is in the correct form. Right? And then please use these phrases that have the verb go in them. Right. So homework for this unit 61, 61.3, 61.4, and 61.5. Okay, that's it for this video. Next video, I'm going to do unit 62 with you and review all your previous homework. Okay? So please continue to watch these videos, and we'll see you next time. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.